Programs that were past their potential or maybe without potential at all, Majerus saw an opportunity to win. He flipped programs virtually everywhere he went. 7 years ago, Majerus left us at ESPN and broadcasting, which frankly he often found frustrating, to pursue his passion, a basketball reclamation project in St. Louis. Today, the Billikens, a top 10 team, and as ESPN.com's Greg Garber tells us, much of that success can be traced to their fallen leader.
Coach is notorious for one-line quotes, and one of his quotes was, you know, I don't like you, I love you. So each of our dog tags said, you know what, I don't like you, I love you. It's just a good remembrance to have. Coach, he didn't like us as players, he loved us.
In his fourth year, after a losing 2011 season, St. Louis University coach Rick Majerus saw something in his freshman-laden team that others didn't. He shared that vision in a telephone interview.
He said St. Louis University is going to be a top 10 program. I mean, can you imagine? St. Louis University, going to be a top 10 program. And he says absolutely, in 2 to 3 years.
Coach had that thought in his mind that we could be something great. And, you know, if Coach said something, he believed him.
Before the 2012 school year, Majerus's ongoing heart condition, which involves surgeries going back to 1989, worsened. Assistant coach Jim Cruz took over the team. 7 games into the season, there was a strange feeling at practice.
People started moving around. I could just sense something was up. And so I get notified that Rick is near death. He wanted the team to be the first to know.
Just basically had said that, you know, he had passed away. It was sad, a lot of tears. You know, people were broken up, and I think it's a little bit of disbelief more than anything.
It was a lot of pain, but a lot of, you know, we're gonna stick together and we're gonna do this. You know, make him proud.
There was a ton of celebrities walking through the funeral, and what an honor it was that they allowed us to carry his casket. He had carried us essentially for 2 years, and now, you know, we get a chance to carry him out.
In the name of the Father and of the
Back
Son.
at the school memorial, they paid tribute by covering the walls with his blueprints for success.
The whole arena was wallpapered in these diagrams. So we took all the scouting reports we had and just kept plastering them up.
His fingerprints, his philosophies are still everywhere you look, even in the locker room.
On the board, Rick would only thing before games would put 2 win, defend, rebound. That was it. And it showed up on the board. I don't know who put it on the board, but it's always showing up.
And now, 3 years after his bold prediction, those freshmen are seniors. And for the first time in a half-century, on February 17th, St. Louis was ranked in the top 10. On the exact day, Rick Majerus would have turned 66.
It's insane, right? How things like that happen.
How cool is it that on Coach Majerus' birthday, what he started was fulfilled.
Somewhere Rick Majerus is pacing back and forth. And you know what? I don't think he's taking satisfaction you know, in that. I think he's probably saying, okay, now we can be a top 5 program.
Each of us know that Coach Majerus' goal for us would be to win a national championship. Our job is to try to fulfill that dream for ourselves, and Coach will be honored through that.
Rick's hand-drawn plays still hang on the locker room in St. Louis and continue to inspire the Billikens. Certainly they miss him, and we do too, and Digger, certainly he would be proud of the way this team's played.
He was an assistant under Al McGuire and then Hank Raymond's at Marquette. He used to work our camp back in the 70s at Notre Dame, and you saw this love for the game in him. And even when he was with us at ESPN, he wanted to get back to coaching. So, yeah, I had tears in my eyes a few seconds ago. But he, to me, was one of the great guys behind the scene. And we saw what he did at Ball State. We saw he got Utah to the Final Four. And he said, we'll be in the top 10. He's up there now looking down saying, yes, St. Louis, you got it done.
And they are getting it done. Will continue to try to do so in honor of their fallen coach.